On second down now, it's Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, lock it. Time go.
Check nickel.
Let's go, fight.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready up. 52. Mike 52.
I'm here all day.
Check 52. Let's go.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards on the ground. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Stick. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Allen, the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 6-0 our score after 1.
Time to go, night.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Williams loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. And the return will stop right around the 25. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mike, check. 59. All day. Mike 5'9".
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stick. And this is complete. It's Allen. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
52, come on. I got him. Shift.
Under 10. 10. Protein spell.
Switch gears.
Now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Ready.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Stick back to pass. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Complete to Keenan Allen. Touchdown, LA. The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
7, Chiefs 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Williams. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's taken at around the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Come on, set. 60 or. Jet bomber, 23 jet bomber. Pilot, 64, weak.
Running on first down, Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now the extra point. So that'll back him up 5. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Chargers 14, Chiefs 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. He'll look to set up his blockers. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The intended receiver there, Allen.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Break. 52. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And he whips that one incomplete there. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Stick. Buying time to nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Greystone, travel.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Stick from the gun. Being chased out left. Now he's got a man complete. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Williams. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he cuts it right sideline. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8-21-13. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go,
They run it again with Williams. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And some room to roam now. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Will. Check. Mike 52. Bend it.
Stick looks to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
44, Mike, 44. Get that quarterback, Devon. Get that.
A shotgun throw for Stick. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. It would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede it.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Double dog, that's the way.
Hey, stand off. Get it.
Now Stick. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 8, read. Hey, Charlie.
Get that ball. 59, Mike.
Third down, they'll throw with Stick. He finds Coleman. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Yellow. I go blue lady. Oh, you got deep?
Again, it's Williams. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Hey. 61.
Once more, here's Eckler. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got one.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Back. 25, check. Go. Watch out. Now.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Any day. Check 37. Check safety. X3. 218, chopper. Watch the ship.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
5. Go. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards. On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking